your metabolism is so slow that you feel like you gain weight just by looking at food,
Hi Bestie, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bestie, I'm on my way to 10,000 subscribers. Kindly subscribe and also like the video. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how to speed up your metabolism to drop body fat. So I've put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back to share my 2 cents.
If your metabolism is so slow that you feel like you gain weight just by looking at food, here are 10 easy things you can do to speed it up. If you're new here, my name is Soraya. I'm a certified macronutrition coach, and I help women achieve their weight loss goals and speed up their metabolism without cutting out their favorite foods. Number 1, you want to eat more foods with a higher TEF. TEF stands for thermic effect of food. What happens is when you digest food, you're burning calories because it takes your body work to break down the food by chewing, swallowing, and digesting it. If a food has a higher TEF, it means that you burn more calories when digesting it, so we want to eat more of those foods. Eating them will help us burn more calories. Some examples are whole foods like veggies, carrots, lean proteins like chicken, turkey, so you want to include more of those. Number 2, you want to have protein with every meal. Protein aids in muscle building and muscle recovery. People with more muscle have a faster metabolism naturally. Number 3, you want to walk 7,000 steps or more every single day. If you have a low step count right now, work your way up to it. Start 2,000 steps per day, then next week go to 3,000 all the way up till you get to 7,000 steps per day on average. Walking helps you increase your total daily energy expenditure, which positively contributes to your overall metabolism. Number 4, lift weights 3 to 4 times per week. Lifting weights helps you build muscle, more muscle, faster metabolism. Number 5, you want to get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, because when you're well rested, your body's able to function properly, burning calories, making sure your metabolism is working the way it should be, and just keep your overall hormones balanced. Number 6, you want to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Staying hydrated is really important throughout the day to make sure that you're not over-consuming calories. Number 7, have stress management plans in place for when you're feeling overwhelmed, like going for a walk, journaling, reading, calling someone, because when you're stressed, it affects your appetite and the internal workings of your body. Number 8, eat more fiber. High fiber foods have a high TEF, like we discussed earlier, so they're going to also contribute positively to your metabolism. Number 9, eat enough calories. One thing that people don't talk about is when you drop your calories too low, it severely slows down your metabolism. For example, if your maintenance calories are 2,000, do not drop your calories to 1,200 or 1,000 calories, because while you may lose weight very fast, you're going to hit a very stubborn plateau and it's going to be harder for you to lose weight after that. Number 10, get help. If you have a slow metabolism, it makes weight loss a lot harder. When you work with someone who's not only focused on you losing weight, but also helping you revamp your metabolism so you can lose the weight and keep it off, that's when you get the results that you're truly looking for. So if you want help, I would love to support you. You can learn all about our coaching program up at the link in my bio.
I lost 100 plus pounds naturally. I'm going to give you 4 tips to help you speed your metabolism up, drop the body fat, and build that lean muscle mass. So tap all the way. And if you didn't know, I'm your sister coach, the Fit and Finest. I own a women's only gym here in Houston, Texas. And as you've heard, I lost 100 plus pounds naturally. I've been able to maintain that weight loss over the last 8 years. And I teach other women to do the exact same. So number 1 is speeding that metabolism up. We got to get you eating more, sister. Every 2 hours from the time you wake up, I need you eating. So say, for instance, you work an overnight schedule or your schedule is not norm. Make it fit to your schedule. Don't make excuses, make it work, okay? So 2 hours breakfast, 2 hours snack, 2 hours lunch, 2 hours dinner, and have the protein-filled snacks between. And don't forget to plug your favorites in to fit your macros. This is how you keep up with the lifestyle. Make realistic changes. And you need to have protein with every single meal. Protein helps with muscle building, muscle recovery. You're able to burn more calories because you have more muscle, build the body shape, drop the body fat. That's the goal. At least 20 to 35 grams of protein with every meal. Number 2, speeding that metabolism up. We got to get your body moving more. I need you to get 6 to 10,000 steps per day. Most of us, we work a sedentary job. You sit down, you lay down most of your day. Simple things like getting your steps up is going to help you dig deeper into your caloric deficit. It's going to speed your metabolism up. It's going to help you tremendously with dropping that body fat. So get your steps up, 6 to 10,000 steps a day. Start slow. You see you average 4,000 steps per day. Next week, I need you aiming for 6. The following week, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And watch what the body does. Number 3, we need to do strength training at least 4 times a week, even if it's just 30 minutes. It's going to help you build more muscle again. More muscle helps you burn more calories. Now that I'm done my 45-minute stair weights 3 to 4 times a week, even if it's just 30 minutes, lifting weights is going to help you build more muscle. More muscle means faster metabolism. So get to it, burn that body fat, build that lean muscle mass. Number 4, and so cliche, you want to try to drink at least half of your body weight in ounces of water. Staying hydrated is going to help you ensure that you're not overeating those calories. You're going to feel full, you're going to be hydrated, your skin's going to glow. Go ahead and throw in a number 5 because that's just how I am. If you want to build that lean muscle mass, you have to do cardio. You cannot be lifting all these weights and not doing cardio. I like to, initially when I first lost 100 pounds, I was doing 45 minutes on the elliptical. Now I either do a 3-mile run or 45 minutes on the Stairmaster. It can be simple as a walk. As long as it's a 30 to 45 minute walk every single day, it's gonna change your life. So get to it, sis. This is how you can be unrecognizable by the end of 2024. If you like this video, comment a heart below and I'll make
There are 3 easy things you can do to speed up your metabolism, which will help you speed up your weight loss results. Number 1 is build more muscle. And no, this doesn't mean turning into a huge jacked dude. It just means doing more strength training. And the reason this is important is we burn calories even when we're doing nothing, right? But people with more muscle have a higher metabolic rate, meaning if you have a slow metabolism, someone else has a fast metabolism, they burn more calories when they're doing nothing than you burn. So a simple way to speed up your results and make your weight loss journey more efficient is simply to build more muscle, which will come from weight training. Number 2 is increase your protein. I recommend just having 1 protein source with every meal. Your body burns more calories when you're digesting protein than any other nutrient. Also, protein aids with muscle building, which like we talked about in the previous point, helps speed up your metabolism. Number 3, avoid quick fixes, restrictive diets, things like that. These things might show quick results in the beginning, but they cause more harm than good. The more and more you diet, the more and more you hurt your metabolism, which means the next time you try another diet, it's gonna be even harder to lose that same amount of weight. So if you need help speeding up your metabolism, losing weight, keeping it off, no crash dieting, no quick fixes, still eating the foods that you enjoy, then click the link in my bio and I'll show you how I can help you do exactly that.
Let's talk why protein is so important for women as we age, especially for your metabolism. Metabolism doesn't actually shift until your 60s. The issue is that our estrogen decreases as we age. We actually lose about 1% of muscle each year. So a symptom of this might be that midsection weight that you start to gain as you age, and this is what we refer to as visceral fat. And there are supplements that you can take to mitigate that, but my number 1 tip is prioritizing protein first thing. What I typically recommend is at least 40 grams of protein. First thing can mean at noon, whenever you start to eat your first meal. If you're fasting, totally fine. Just make sure that you're including 40 grams of protein in that meal. Help with satiety. It also will help your insulin levels and increase your metabolism, which ultimately will cause you to burn fat. What's interesting is that you actually burn about 7% more calories when you are consuming protein because it takes a lot more work for your body to metabolize and digest it. And that's why people that typically consume a low protein diet tend to over-consume because your body tends to want to continue to eat until it has enough protein. And if you don't eat meat, that's totally fine. There's a lot of plant-based options for you when it comes to protein. I would say the protein that you get most bang for your buck is actually beans. Now, the reason for this is beans are easily accessible, they're affordable, they also have so many macro and micronutrients in them, they're high in fiber, they have protein, they have complex carbs. It's actually one of the core foods that was in all of the blue zones. These were the groups that had the longest life expectancy. I do consume meat, so my favorite options are chicken, wild fish, grass-fed beef a few times a month. Eggs are a really great option and are pretty easy to digest. I want to reiterate, as women, it's really important to build muscle to increase your metabolism as you age. Incorporating weight training as well as low intensity activity throughout the day, making sure that you're walking, use the stairs, go for a few walks a day, and that is going to make a huge difference in your metabolism. If you want a part 2 on supplements that can support this as well, just let me know.
Secrets about speeding up your metabolism that I wish everybody knew, part 1. If you feel like you have a really slow metabolism and fat loss just feels really hard and you're searching for ways to help speed it up again, I'm sure you've heard this. Eat 6 small meals a day to help boost your metabolism. The secret is, how many meals you eat a day does not actually matter when it comes to speeding up your metabolism. You could eat 3 big meals a day or you could eat 6 small meals a day. It does not matter. So you could eat 3 big meals or 6 small meals, but if you're only eating 1,200 calories, you're not going to speed up your metabolism. That's actually the reason why your metabolism is slow in the first place. The good news is there are things that you can do to help speed up your metabolism again, even if you feel like your metabolism is broken. You just have to focus on the right things.
You can get a faster metabolism, but there's a lot of myths around how to do it. There's so much BS out there. So I'm going to break down science-backed ways to actually burn more calories throughout the day. My beliefs around this has changed. I used to believe that building muscle was one of the best things you could do for your metabolism until I learned that you only burn around an extra 6 calories for every pound of muscle that you have. But hey, it's still extra calories. So building muscle is one way that you can give your metabolism a little bit of a boost. The real key to having a faster metabolism is leveraging something called NEAT. NEAT is all of the activity that we are doing outside of intentional exercise. So think fidgeting, walking, cleaning. NEAT on average equates for about 15% of the total calories we burn throughout the day, which is a good amount. Usually when people start working towards fat loss and they eat less calories, they might notice their energy dips a little bit because their body is trying to conserve energy, and therefore your NEAT goes down. And this is also one of many reasons why you shouldn't just stay in a place of chronic calorie restriction. This is why a phasic approach with your nutrition can be so effective, where you are in a deficit for a period of time, followed by maintenance or a muscle building phase. Another effective way to increase your NEAT is to get more sleep, because of course when you get more sleep, you're going to have more energy and you might even work out harder. Lastly, simply walking more and getting in more steps. Some of you are working out really hard, but the rest of your day you're super sedentary, and then you're wondering why you're not losing weight at 18 or 1900.
If you feel like your metabolism has slowed in recent years, listen up. We now know due to recent studies that metabolism doesn't actually slow with age, which means you can restore it to what it once was. Here are 3 ways you can boost your metabolism that you can start doing today. Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm an eating psychology and nutrition coach and a metabolism expert. First and foremost, prioritize protein. Protein is the building block for our bodies, and it helps us feel satiated and full. Animal proteins are my preferred source of protein because the nutrients are bioavailable, meaning that they're more easily absorbed and utilized by the body. Because it helps you feel full, you're less likely to eat processed foods, which are less easily absorbed and utilized by the body. Second, start weight training. Walking is great, but it just doesn't compare to that strength resistance training. Lifting weights will increase energy expenditure and your resting metabolic rate. And since muscle burns calories as opposed to fat, which stores it, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to burn throughout the entire day. And finally, eat breakfast. Eating a filling meal within 30 minutes of waking up gets your body in sync with your biocircadian rhythm. And since your body is ready for a metabolic resurgence as soon as it wakes, giving it that immediate fuel gets your metabolism started for the remainder of the day.
Has your metabolism adapted to your undereating? Here is how you're going to strengthen your metabolism back to how it was prior to undereating. I have been there where I was only eating about 1,000 calories a day, and it seemed like I wasn't going to be able to eat more without gaining a ton of weight, or I seemed like my body wasn't losing more weight, so obviously it was getting enough at 1,000 calories, but that is incorrect. Losing weight is not the only sign of a calorie deficit or that your body is underfueled. But that's a topic for another video. Let me know if you want to hear about that. Let's get into the tips on strengthening your metabolism. Number 1, I hated when people told me this when I was trying to recover because it's so hard, but eating more and being consistent with your meals will actually really help your metabolism grow stronger again. Eating breakfast, eating lunch, eating snacks, it is very important that your body knows it's going to be getting more food and it needs to start burning more calories. I'm not saying if the all-in approach for recovery didn't work for you, like it didn't work for me. I started to increase my calories slowly at a time, and I did not do this by counting my calories, and I did not do it by only doing like 50 calories a week because that was still just too controlling for my mind and it didn't help me recover. So let me know if you want tips on how to slowly increase your intake without counting. But that is tip number 1. You need to be eating more consistently, not just more, not saving up all your calories for dinner, more throughout the day. Breakfast is so freaking important. I cannot tell you that enough. Number 2, adrenal support is very important. So getting enough fats, carbs, and salt, focusing on your adrenals, enough minerals, enough potassium, enough magnesium. This is all going to help support your thyroid and make sure that your hormones are balanced enough to be metabolizing food to get your metabolism in check. So you really need to look at how much salt are you taking in, how many fats are you eating, are you taking care of your thyroid and your hormones. Number 3, rest and sleep. Are you getting 9 hours of sleep a night? Because when you're trying to recover from restrictive eating, lots of times your sleep is going to be so terrible, maybe 3 or 4 hours, you're waking up all throughout the night, you can't go to sleep, your mind is racing. This is really not good for your metabolic health, and it's going to affect you in the long term. Focusing on sleep really helps you digest food. It helps you take in more nutrients and actually use it for muscles and things that your body needs, like your organs or your hair. It helps your body use the foods that you're actually eating to go to beneficial things within your body. Sleep helped me so much with my relationship with food, which is crazy, but it actually helped my body and my digestion and my bloating and all of that so much more than it's ever talked about. Lastly is strength training. I don't currently strength train, and I did not strength train throughout recovery, and I don't recommend it if you are already over exercising. But muscle does burn more at rest. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to burn at rest. So if you're not necessarily struggling with food or your body or your relationship with food, I would definitely recommend doing some strength training, even 3 times a week, 2 times a week. It can be at home, it can be any type of movement that builds your muscles, squats, whatever it is. You don't have to be lifting super heavy. You can just be doing things at your house, moving around. This really helps. Let me know if you want a part 2 and leave your thoughts down below. I love you guys so much.
That's a video, Bestie. So I'm just here also to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Okay, how to speed up your metabolism. So let's start with this. Metabolism is basically your body energy. It's a process your body uses to convert what you eat and drink into energy. Even when you're doing absolutely nothing, like lying on the couch, watching Netflix, or your body is still burning calories to keep you alive. That's your resting metabolism rate. And while genetics does play a role, there's a lot within control. One major thing you can do to speed up is to stop starving yourself. So many people think eating less and less will help them lose weight. But what actually happens is your body goes into panic mode. It holds on fat and slows down your metabolism to preserve energy, and you end up feeling tired, irritable, and stuck. Now let's talk about movement. You don't need to kill yourself at the gym, but staying active daily is crucial. Walking, dancing, lifting weights, or even short bursts of high intensity movement can spark your metabolism into overdrive. The more you lean your muscle, the more calories you burn, even at rest. That's why strength training is a game changer. You don't have to lift heavy, but using your body weight or resistance bands consistency can help your body build the lean tissue that turns into a fat burning machine. Another overlooked piece of the puzzle is hydration. If you're not drinking enough water, your metabolism is going to be slow. Water helps your digestion, detoxification, and energy levels all keep play in weight loss. And don't get me started on sleep. If you're not sleeping enough, your cortisol spikes, your cravings goes up, and your metabolism slows down. So instead of watching one more episode, Bestie, turn off the light and get those hours. Sleep is not lazy, it's necessary. Let's also talk about protein. It's not just for bodybuilders. Protein takes more energy to digest than carbs or fat. So eating enough of it every day helps you keep metabolism running high. Plus, it helps you preserve muscle while you lose fat. So if you're skipping breakfast or eating cereal and calling it a day, you're slowly getting yourself down. Start thinking of every meal as a chance to fuel your metabolism and eggs. So Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, toffee, beans, whatever you like, just make sure you're feeding your body something it can use to work for you. A lot of people also ignore stress, but let me tell you, chronic stress will destroy your metabolism. When you're constantly in fight or in flight mode, your body holds on to fat, especially around the belly. That's why you could be eating clean, working out, but still not seeing results. If your mental state is all over the place, your metabolism will reflect that. So breathe, journal, takes walks, disconnect from toxic people, whatever it takes to protect your peace, and because your peace protects you. Also, eating regularly matters. Going hours without food doesn't make your body burn fat. It makes store fat. I'm not saying you need to be eating every 2 hours, but skipping meals and then binging later is a recipe for slow metabolism. Instead, focus on fuel your body throughout the day. Balanced meals, whole food, snacks if you need them, and enough nutrients to keep your blood sugar stable and energy consistency. And I have not mentioned the caffeine strategy. A little caffeine, especially from green tea or black coffee, can temporarily increase your metabolism rate. But don't overdo it. Relying on caffeine all day while skipping meals will actually backfire. Use it as a tool to crash. Try drinking green tea in the morning or before your walk. It's a small thing, but when you stack up these small things, they make a big difference. Now let's talk about consistency. Your metabolism is not going to magically change overnight. This is a long game, but the more consistent you move, eat well, hydrate, sleep, and reduce stress, the faster your body adapts. And once your metabolism starts to speed up, weight loss becomes so much easier. You notice your energy coming back, your mood improves, your body starts to work with you, not against you. I want to encourage you, stop focusing only on the scale, start focusing on becoming healthier, more energetic version of yourself. When you prioritize your metabolism, you're not just chasing skinny, you're chasing sustainable, vibrant, healthy. And guess what? The growth, the energy, the confidence, it's all falls in place. So if you're tired of being stuck, if you've done all these things with no progress, try to focus on your metabolism. So that's a video for today. Bye bye, guys.